Kate, I'm glad that you're here. Matt is
Thank
not. Matt is in Germany. How you say Germany?
Germany.
He is at Essen Spiel. Okay, which Spiel is just like, that's just German for game. And so like it's the largest game convention in the world. Boasts at its max, like I think it's over 300,000 people. It's massive.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
It's an absolute circus over there. But it's so great because he was able, this is the whole reason he went. He was able to get my game. The game that I asked him. I said, hey Matt, you got one job. You got one job. And it was to get me the game Turing Machine.
Okay.
And he sent me, we were texting back and forth. And the first day he was like, hey, I didn't get your game. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you might as well just go ahead and stay in Germany. There's really no reason for you to come back now. And so day 2, he said he got there like hours early and was able to go get the game, secure it. Now he has it in hand. And he's my best friend again.
What a good friend. What a good friend.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also a good friend to Matt. And that is why I texted him. In the text, I said, I don't care what time it is in Germany. You need to know this information, 911. I don't know if I said 911, but I expressed it was very urgent because Asia told me something last night, and I felt like Matt needed to know right away. And I actually feel like everyone needs to know. That's why I'm bringing it up right now. But Matt needed to know because it's most applicable to him. So here's the situation. Asia texted me and said, my friend's grandma loves Red Dead 2 and is 2% away from 100% completing it. She has 2 more birds to identify, and she's 100%ed Red Dead 2. Then it gets better. It gets better. So she's in her, I think Asia said like 60s, late 60s.
Okay.
And she loves playing the game. She plays it like with her morning coffee and gets on her horse and explores.
Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic.
Like, so good. And then she said that her friend said that technically this is the second time that she's almost completed the game, because one time she was mid quick save at an 87% completion and her husband unplugged the PlayStation on accident.
Her ex-husband.
So that's so sad. And here's the cherry on top. She has 100% completed Red Dead 1 3 times.
That is nuts, man. Did she play Undead Nightmare? I got questions now.
Asia didn't say if she's played Undead Nightmare.
Asia, I know you're here. I need to know.
She just said the Red Dead 2 and Red Dead 1, and I was just blown away by this information because I know there's the Skyrim grandma.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of a Red Dead grandma, and I just hope that when I'm in my 60s,
Red Dead Granny,
I'm doing this exact same thing.
Okay, you absolutely will. You absolutely will. I was talking with somebody the other day about like what it's going to be like when our generation is in the nursing home and when we're retired and all sorts of stuff.
Probably way better than the nursing homes are now. Like
I think we're going to be
consoles, good stuff, no more arts and crafts with popsicle sticks. Like Red Dead all day.
No more like. So when I was working at I was a technology director for a church here in town for 8 years, and that kind of church culture, like Baptist church, right? So that kind of church culture with the old people, the mature adults,
the wise ones.
There we go. We actually call it legacy. That's the name of the ministry, is Legacy.
Really?
And so because you try and find the right word to describe it without saying old, because that's not. It's
Dusty, the Dusty ministry.
So here's the deal. I did have people in that ministry, and I'm gonna get back to it. I had people like in that age group that I call my golden oldies because I love them. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. But in that legacy ministry, like people would come through, and they had an event once a month. Every month they would have an event, but it was always like I would look around and go, "This is actually entertaining for you? Like, is this or Or is this just like the rhythm that we got into, that you're going to sit here and eat a meal, and no joke, I kid you not, some dude is going to go around on a hoverboard with an accordion, and he's just going to go around the room and do accordion stuff. And I'm not making that up. Okay, that's a real thing.
That's funny.
And so I look at that and go, I don't want to be a part of that when I'm older. I don't. Like, I would much rather be a part of things that are entertaining for me. And so I'm thinking, I mean, are we going to have like Mario Kart tournaments?
Maybe. Or maybe you'll be the one on the hoverboard with the accordion, and that will be entertaining to you.
Now.
And then everybody else will just be sitting there eating their plate of whatever.
Man, I really wonder, like, what... Because we got to start thinking about this stuff now.
Well, just look at what my grandparents do every Sunday. They go to their, well, I call it the old people church, but they don't like that.
No, the legacy
church. The seniors. Well, theirs is called Jubilee, so it's different. But they, like my Gammy goes. She does the name tags for everyone, even though it's all the same group. They've known each other for decades, but they still need name tags. Yeah. I don't know. They like their routine. So what's the routine for younger, hip and cool people like us?
I think they're just going to
games and hanging out.
Call of Duty and Apex and
all the oldies that they used to play in their youth.
We're gonna be watching all the throwback movies. Hey, this week we're having a Marvel Phase 1 marathon, and
in the rec room. So come join us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I'm telling you right now, like if I need to go to a nursing home, that's the kind of nursing home I want to go to.
Well, Anna will think about it.
I love it.
Anna will be praying about it, and we'll just see how the next couple decades go for you.
Oh yeah, well, I'll take a couple of decades. That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. Or I want to just put me in at 40. Like, I got a couple good years left.
An early check-in.
Yeah, if that's what it's going to be like, just send me early, man. I'm there for it.
It's terrible.
Anyways, hey, we want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us and being a part of what it is that we're trying to do here at Love Thy Nerd. I said at the beginning of this segment here that my name is Bubba and this is Kate. We're a couple of the co-founders and co-hosts here at Love Thy Nerd. I happen to be the CEO of this organization, and Kat? I haven't called you Kat in maybe one time I called you Kat.
Probably like 6 years ago.
Maybe. Kate here is, she's our admin team lead. And so if you have any questions about what it is that we do, who we are, why we exist, any of that stuff, please just ask us. You can send us a message here if you're joining us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/lovethynerd, or send us an email, Bubba or Kate at lovethynerd.com. We'd love to
poison.
Talk to you about that. Pick your poison at lovethynerd.com.
Yeah. We'll randomly send an email to anybody on staff with your question.
I love that. I was listening to a leadership podcast. Doesn't matter when, but I think it was last week. And one of the things that they were talking about not sacrificing fun. And so it was a podcast by one of my favorite leadership gurus, Pat Lencioni. And so he was talking about not sacrificing fun. And one of the things that he said was he'd tell people to send an email with their questions and stuff like that to what was seemingly a random person in their office. And so that person would get all of the feedback for this thing that was completely unsolicited on his account. And then it would, kind of force him to engage with leadership or whomever. And so he's like, let's do it again. And so we did it on the podcast. It's like, send all of your questions and your ideas to, whomever at whatever the bullcrap.com.
So-and-so at whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I like it. It's good.
So everybody should do that. Send a message to matt@lovethynerd.com with just the most random thought that you're thinking about right now.